Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roller this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Roller this, you pullin', now you know it. Fresher than a max contract. Pullin' up, we walkin' in, we walkin' in the.
Every time you see me, know I look like Stephen Curry money. Like finals every year, what you expect from me? I'm jiggier than lack of feel. Moving like a Reeves if I play the field. I ain't seen a front entrance in about 6 months. I don't even know what it looked like. You still struggle with security, what's that life? I'm on a different wave at the Clippers game. Got your woman texting me while I'm talking to Doc. Phone ringing through the presser, had to text her to stop. While she sitting parallel to the niggas she got. I've been the realest since my rookie deal. 85 mic when I pull up here, yeah. And you pull up like a lower candy. Speaking from your burner, saying you can't stand me.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roller this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Roller this, you pullin', now you know it. Fresher than a max contract. Pullin' up, we walkin' in, we walkin' in the back. Alright, yo, so we here, man. We just have some we was having, yeah, you can. Oh shit! Goddamn, mic just fell, crushed my hand. Well, as you can see from that, we was having some technical difficulties. We've been having some technical difficulties over here. New location, trying to shoot, but I guess we here, man. So if y'all wanna watch, y'all can watch. If not,
that's
you feel
not
me?
fully set up for.
I mean, you can slide over if you want to a little.
I did.
You can come up with I mean, you might as well.
New location that's not 1,000% set up for this yet, but you know we here regardless.
Yeah, we not at TBJ Studios right now.
We are in the layer,
but we here. We're live. This is a disaster. This is just bad, bro. This Warriors game is just legit, just bad, bro. This shit is disgusting to see. It's disgusting to be a part of. It's disgusting to watch. I would say be scared of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, but you don't need to be scared of them, man. What you scared of them for?
Relax. See,
I'm for real.
You go hating.
I'm for real. It's not me hating. How am I hating? How am I hating?
This Nets team don't look good.
They look good, but they look about as good as like versus a mediocre team as you can look versus a mediocre team.
First of all, couple things. Game 1 of 72. Also, Draymond isn't there. I hope Draymond gonna be there in general.
We'll see.
But Draymond isn't there, which obviously, especially this year, I think affects them a lot. Actually, really, when he's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it always did, but I think definitely this year it does. And yeah, you can see like just Steph got to find out what works now.
Nothing. I told you it was once they told me that Andrew Wiggins was on their team. I was like, yeah, it's over.
No, I mean, but he got to find out what works.
As long as Andrew Wiggins is playing on your NBA team, you're not winning anything.
No, but he got to find out what works for him.
Nothing works for him. How many years are we gonna say this?
No, I mean things.
How many years are we gonna
Steph,
ask?
Not Wiggins.
Yeah, but Andrew Wiggins got to figure out what worked in order for Steph to understand what worked. Because if Andrew Wiggins don't work, then that means literally he out there with nobody on offense. Because Kelly Oubre is decent, but he's an energy guy.
Yeah, but again, Draymond again wasn't out there. Also, I hope Draymond has actually worked on his shot.
Hell no, he hasn't.
And it's not
Draymond
been shooting 29%. Because
he's been shooting commercials and watching rough cuts of Space Jam.
Because it was that Wiseman. Yeah, it was a good looking shot. Because if Dre is shooting 29%, then that ain't it.
I mean,
but we'll see. I mean, again, like it's game 1 of 72. So even though the Nets did look great, it was the first time anybody has seen them. So it's not like there's a real scheme for them. And if there was a scheme, I don't think Golden
State even has the bodies and the defenders to be able to even run it. Wiseman, look, he knocking a couple shots down. That's definitely encouraging. But it looks like the Nets, I mean, for one, the defense looked actually.
Hold on, they said they barely can hear us. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. How about now? How about now? My bad. That might have been me. Blame TPJ. But that might have been me. Let me know how we sound now.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me know how we sound now. Sorry. Like I said, we experienced some technical difficulties. We're not at TPJ studio, so it's a little my apologies, but it should sound better now. Sorry about that. But anyways, but I knew the Warriors weren't going to look impressive anyways.
I didn't think they were either. Not tonight. I didn't think they looked like this, but I didn't think that
they weren't going to look impressive at all. I literally tweeted earlier that they were going to lose by 30. And this is exactly what is happening. They're losing by 30. So I'm not surprised. I'm not upset. Honestly, I'm more frustrated that I left my camera at home when usually I would bring my camera and all my camera and my cars. I was like, no, Pappy got a camera. I'm just use this camera so that way I ain't got to bring mine and set it all up because my camera is a 4K camera. Take a little bit more for me to just set it up and whatever. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just leave it at home. Left it at home. I'm more frustrated about that than watching this game. I knew this was going to happen. The Warriors are not good. The Warriors, as I said before, they can be as high as the 3 seed and as low as the 10 seed. And I meant exactly every single word I said when I said that. If they barely making it, cool. And everybody going to say, oh, well, what is LeBron doing stuff? I don't want to hear that, G. Well, LeBron taking his team
to the playoffs.
The 10th seed is to get him to the playoffs.
No, it's not.
Yes,
the
it is.
Play-in game is not the playoffs.
It is the playoffs.
No, it's not.
It is the playoffs.
No, it's
I don't
not.
care what nobody say. That's
No,
the
it's
playoffs.
not.
It is the playoffs.
No, it's not.
It's the playoffs.
No, it's not.
It's the playoffs.
No, it's
Y'all
not.
just don't want to admit it's the playoffs.
It's not the
but it's the
playoffs.
playoffs. It is the playoffs.
It's a play-in game. It's not the playoffs.
It
You're
is the
playing. You're playing in to make the playoffs.
Huh?
You're playing to make the playoffs, not the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's the playoffs.
No,
it's still a part of the playoffs.
It's like the conference
It's still a part of the
tournament.
playoffs. It's still a playoff.
It's like the conference tournament.
It's not the conference tournament, though.
Literally, it's like when you in college and you have a conference tournament.
I disagree with that because if you lose a conference tournament, then you can still make the tournament.
Some teams.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
This ain't that, though. If you lose this shit, you go home.
So
So no, it's not the same.
But
it's
if you like the 6th seed, you don't go home.
It's not the same.
So everybody don't go home because everybody ain't playing it. It's not the playoffs. Everybody don't go home because everybody's
still
not
the
playing
playoffs.
It. No, it's not.
So then what's the wild card round when teams have buys?
That's actually the playoffs.
That's still a playoffs.
They
literally just built in a wild card round and you didn't notice it. They just built the wild card round. It's the wild card round.
It's a play-in.
It's the playoffs. It's still a playoffs.
It's a play-in.
It's still a playoffs.
It's a play-in.
It's still a playoffs.
And low-key, don't only two teams get a bye now in the NFL? I think
it don't matter.
I think it's
Why does that matter? Why does that matter?
I think it's one team that gets a bye.
It don't matter.
I think it's just one team that
the number one seed. It don't matter. It's still a playoffs. It's still a playoffs.
Everybody else is playing.
If you got a play-in game, it's the playoffs,
no, it's
bro.
not.
Yes,
it's
it is, G. When teams will have the same record and they would be like, yo, they both got to have a play-in game to see who makes the playoffs. The all announcers would be, man, this is the playoffs. This is where it starts today. I don't want to hear none of that. If you make the play-in game, you made the playoffs. Now, you might have made the trash version of the playoffs, but you still made the playoffs.
So the Suns made the playoffs, actually. No, they didn't make the play-in game. Never mind.
And the bubble don't count because the bubble is different. No, the bubble is different because the teams in the East literally didn't have an opportunity. That's different. This year, both conferences have an equal opportunity to be able to make the NBA Finals. So it's not the same.
You mean the playoffs?
No. Both conferences have the same equal opportunity to make the NBA Finals. Last year, with that bubble shit, if you in the East and you was terrible, you could have been if you the AFC, you still got a chance to make the Finals. As long as you get in the tourney.
You had the same time last year.
Nah.
The Magic had a chance to make the Finals.
Who?
The Magic.
Yeah, but they made the fucking playoffs.
Exactly.
The real playoffs.
So every team had
like I just said, the bubble don't count. Every team it don't count because the Bulls, the Wizards, all of them that was 9th and 10th seed, they didn't get a chance. No, it don't count. It's not the same, bro.
It's still the same, though. I think
it's
you
not
have
the
to
same,
bro.
And shout out to y'all, G. The fact that y'all watching us without the 4K cameras, all that, let us know y'all really watching.
I think 3 or 4 games in order to even get in the play-in. It's not just like you just become a 10th seed and get in the play-in. You still have to like have a certain record to get to like certain close.
Why y'all always say TPJ gotta be right? Duh. I'm just asking you a question. Is it not the point of us having these debates and arguments to be right? Or is the point to come up here and be like, oh, I never thought about that before, bro. Thank you, Pavi. Is that what you guys... I'm going to talk like this the whole episode. Bro, I never thought about it that way.
Oh, he can shoot?
I never...
Oh, okay. Go crazy then. Why?
I never thought about it that way,
okay,
bro.
go crazy.
I never thought about it that way, bro.
I mean, if he going to shoot like that, well, you know.
No, he don't need to be doing that shit, man. He need to be getting his big ass on the block and stop flopping. Why?
I don't think he's a post player yet, though.
Huh?
I don't think he's a post player.
I don't think he's anything yet other than just a big body. A big body.
You give him the ball?
He's just a big body.
Yeah, he's more of a face-up guy.
Yeah, but that's his problem.
That's what bigs do now.
That's his problem, though. He's too big for that. Get your big ass around.
I also don't know if he's like.
And also, I just want to say the fact that they compared him to Shaq on that visual highlights package on ESPN is blasphemous. But again, and they need to block ESPN from telecommunications for a week for doing that.
But again, I think they were showing that because they was showing that Penny
Hell
coached
no. Doink. Come on, trash ass nigga. I'm sorry.
You said Jordan Poole was gonna be the one last year.
Nigga, I'm sorry.
You definitely said Jordan Poole was going to be the one last year. You definitely said he'd come out here and average 20.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I've never in my life said Jordan Poole can average 20.
Yes, you did.
Find the footage. Find the footage of me saying Jordan Poole can average 20.
You were very...
You're lying. You're lying on me. Pass me the Tito's, bro. Pass me the Tito's. Today I'm drinking mango cart.
You were very high on Jordan
I just want to say this, y'all. For all y'all that's been listening to Hoops and Brews for all these years, I know y'all done heard me say many times how many times this man Pavi and this man Scott and spilled all over the floors, the couches, the carpet, everything in my apartment. We in Pavi Studios right now.
Just don't spill on this, please.
I'm not gonna spill on your couch.
Carpet, whatever.
I'm not gonna spill on your couch. But we in Pavi Studios right now, and I knocked the drink over on the floor. I felt bad for a second, and now I'm good. I felt bad for a minute. I did. You can ask him. I was very apologetic. But now, in retrospect, I think about when I had to clean the carpet in my studio for the first time, when I went out and bought the carpet cleaner and cleaned that shit, and it was black buckets of dirt. I'm like,
that's not all my fault.
I'm like, gee, this ain't nothing but beer, bro. This ain't nothing but spilled beer. It was just black buckets of dirt dumping into the toilet because of spilled beer, wine, who knows what, G. So the first day they came to the crib spilling stuff. But go ahead, because my mic ain't even on the stand right now. It just hella fell off the table. Go ahead.
What am I?
By the way, this version of Hoops and Brews is like what most people doing now when they start out. So shout out to y'all, man. Keep going. By the way, if you never mind, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna give away the game. The game is to be told. So I'm gonna let y'all put that Game Boy on. But also, as I've been telling y'all for years, if you have a webcam and you aren't producing content, you're losing. Go ahead. Well, okay, clock hit 0. Brooklyn Nets have defeated the Golden State Warriors 125-199. What are your thoughts on that game? What are your thoughts on what you saw from it as a whole? If you're Steve Kerr, he's laughing and joking with Steve Nash. Should he be laughing and joking? How are you feeling right now? Do you realistically think the Warriors are gonna miss the playoffs this year?
Nah, I'm not gonna jump off the ledge just because they got. First of all, they got beat by a elite team.
They're not an elite team.
Yes, they are.
We don't crown elite teams until they're elite.
They're an elite team.
They're not elite.
They're an elite team. Now, granted, that may be, jumping a little bit too forward, but they're an elite team. I can't see how it's 4 teams better than them in the league.
4?
I can't see how it's 4 teams.
The Clippers are better.
I can't say that yet.
The Bucks are better.
I can't say that yet.
The Lakers are better.
I will accept the Lakers. The other teams, and even still, that's 3.
The Nuggets are better.
I can't say that.
The Nuggets are better.
I can't say that.
Nuggets are better.
I can't say that.
Nuggets are better.
In my opinion, granted, obviously, again, everybody got to play the games. This is game
Celtics
1
aren't better. I think we saw that in preseason. They got their ass worked, boy.
This is game 1 of 72, but the Nets look like a damn good basketball team. DJs look like he found some of his athleticism again. Nothing, I picked Karis LeVert for 6th man of the year. That looks like it might come true. I picked Kevin Durant for MVP, but as quiet as it's kept, Kyrie might finish top 3, top 5 as well. Kyrie might finish top 3, top 5 as well.
Ass out of here.
And I will make another bold proclamation. I think the Nets could have 2 50-40-90 players, or if they don't actually finish 50, I think they will both get very, very close. Kyrie historically has already been very, very close to it, and KD has already actually done it before, and I think both of them can either be 50-40-90 players or be very close to it. And again, like I said, I think that if this team could be offensively so good, if they could even be the 14th best defense in the league, I'm gonna give them a shot. I think that the Nets might have the best offensive rating in NBA history this season.
Better than the Warriors ever did.
Yes.
Get out of your own house.
Yes.
Get out.
You know,
go,
Dallas
look,
last
look.
year had
It's
a better
a door right there.
No, Dallas last year had a better offensive rating than the Warriors.
Yes, exactly.
And I think the Nets will have a better offensive rating than what Dallas had last year.
No, they won't.
I think they can.
No, they won't.
I think they can.
No, they won't. I don't think they will.
I think they can.
I don't think they will because I think the Nets are a much better defensive team than Dallas was, and the Nets also have
get out and run.
Let me rebut. And the Nets also have multiple guys on the perimeter that can actually dribble. Turn this up. Turn this up. Turn this KD talk up.
161 days.
Let's hear it. Let's go, Kevin. Let's go, Kevin. Let's talk, Kevin.
Feel like to be back out there in a game that counted?
It felt good. I didn't approach it any different. The preseason games, I kind of felt the same energy. But it's good to get a win.
You know, Kevin, there was talk about you coming back for the playoffs last year. So
I'm glad he didn't come back for the playoffs last year.
Trying to get back your timing and conditioning, really, to be honest, correct?
Yeah. KD as a superstar, how difficult is it to play for a guy that really doesn't have a lot of coaching experience? Well, Steve has a lot of basketball experience, and I think that
shout out to Cam. Shout out to Naomi Cam.
Staff has been in the league for decades, and guys that played in the league, guys that coached in the league for a long time. So just having that knowledge for the game is good. And then walking the sidelines, he'll get used to that over time. But he's done a great job so far.
Kevin,
I agree with KD. Steve Nash, one of the greatest minds ever.
Finals, and now you're taking some guys that have only made the playoffs. Like, what is the message that you send them on a consistent basis?
We going home in the second round?
To end the season.
Come in to work and be the best you can be every day, and the rest will take care of itself.
When a season starts with a game like this, Kevin, and you're looking across the floor and seeing guys that you know very well and you shared time with.
Oh, you hugged Draymond? Oh, okay.
You think he ain't gonna hug Draymond?
I don't know.
He called him a bitch. They still had to be teammates for a whole 6 months after he called him a bitch.
He left.
He still had to be teammates with him for a whole 6 months after he called him a bitch.
I don't have to talk to you.
Old friends and old teammates. But I wouldn't say it was any emotion. I think guys came out here and just played extremely hard and competed and put on a good show for the opening night.
Both teams play hard. Mute that. So, actually, never mind. Kenny asked another question.
Tony, Amari, obviously the Phoenix Suns thought process comes in. How different is the offense than you're accustomed to or seeing?
It shouldn't be that different.
If
KD say it's different, I'm leaving.
No, it's just basketball. Running, passing, and cutting.
Thank you, KD.
Being aggressive to the rim and getting back in transition it's just a game. Certain coaches and organizations, I'm sure, use different terminology, but at the end of the day, it's still basketball. And, so we're going to come in here and play it the way we want to play it. And, coach is doing a good job of hammering out all our, principles every single day. So we just got to keep going.
I agree with that. All right, mute that. Great. It was a great game by KD. 22 points, not 25. So, by the way,
he only didn't get 25 because they literally the only way he doesn't.
I don't want to hear that, fam.
Well, listen, the only way he doesn't average 25 throughout the first 5 games is if they run people out the gym.
So you gonna run me my money?
You gonna be running me my money?
No, you gonna be running me my money. Run me my champagne, all right? What kind of champagne you say?
No, I said average 25 through the first 5 games.
It's not happening.
Watch.
It's not happening.
You're
already at a disadvantage, bro.
I'm really not.
You're already at a disadvantage.
Really
all right.
I'm really not.
All right. Wait until they start resting him for all the third quarters because they got blowouts.
I'm saying that's the only way. But
I also told you KD was gonna average 23. Go ahead.
Next they got the Celtics. Then they got the Hornets.
Getting over 25, and versus the Hornets, he'll get over 25.
So the Hornets
No,
put a
listen.
better fight
If
than
he
the-
don't get under 20, if he don't get over 25 in 3 of the games, you're gonna lose. Because then that means he got to drop a 40 ball.
He can't do that.
He not dropping no 40
He
ball.
can't do it?
KD, you are. I'm on my webcam.
can't
I'm on the
do it,
webcam on the computer right now. You not dropping no 40 ball.
Why do you show no?
I'm
faith
not
in
even
Kevin
on the
Durant?
4K joint like I usually am. You not dropping no 40 ball.
Why can't he? Who
'Cause
gonna
he-
stop that man?
Who not gonna stop that man? He gonna stop himself, bro.
Come on, G. You gotta relax, dog.
Y'all gotta relax.
Ain't
Y'all
nobody
getting a
doing
little
nothing with that
too
man,
overzealous, man.
Ain't nobody doing nothing with that.
Y'all getting a
man,
little
G.
too overzealous,
Ain't nobody
man.
doing nothing with that.
Y'all
man,
getting a
G.
little too overzealous.
Ain't nobody
man.
doing nothing with,
Y'all
with
getting
that
a,
man. G.
I heard Shaq call KD the best player in the league. Stop lying to me.
How?
Stop lying.
That
to
crazy?
me. LeBron Ramon James still lives, and Giannis Antetokounmpo still lives.
I would go with Giannis right
Luka
now.
Doncic lives.
Okay, and KD in that same category.
No, he's
too.
not. No,
Yes,
he's
he
not.
is.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Luka
he
better
is.
than KD right now. KD is a borderline top 5 player right now after one game. Let me see him after a few more games. Because like I told you, if he averaged 20, God damn, Kelly Oubre. If he averaged 23, G, he's not a top 5 player no more.
The only reason he
If
might
he
average
averaged 23, he's not a top 5
The only
player
reason
no
he might
more.
average 20 to 20 is because they might be blowing people the hell out.
Nah.
And they team is G. You got again, like I think they literally might have
Nope.
2 people who might finish top 5 in the MVP conversation.
He
As
not top
quiet
5.
as
He
it's
not
kept,
top 5 no more if
as
he
quiet as
averaged
it's kept,
23.
As quiet as it's kept, Kyrie is gonna be in that top 5 MVP comp. This is insane. Top
Oh, you
5
talking
MVP.
about that? Oh yeah, when he
yes.
did them spins.
Insane.
That's what I was talking about.
Insane,
bro.
He gonna be in the conversation as well. LeVert gonna win 6th man of the year.
No.
Joe Harris is probably gonna be the best shooter in the league.
Wingstop or DoorDash?
What?
Wingstop.
Wingstop or DoorDash?
I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
Wingstop or DoorDash?
I'm sorry, or Chick-fil-A, my bad. I said or
Wingstop.
DoorDash. Definitely off the Tito's. Nah.
But yeah, like hey man, look, like I said, I think the Nets might have one of the best or the best offensive rating ever this season. And look,
So
but again,
what?
I don't.
What does the best offensive rating get you?
You would be. What you mean? What do you mean? What is it? What does it get you?
What does that get you?
Like I said, if they can be, I think they would play offense so well that as long as they can have a defensive rating of 14th, I'm giving them finals. Now, will they win the finals? Who knows? But I would give them finals if they could at least play the 14th best defense that's in the NBA.
So you think the Nets gonna win the finals their first year?
I didn't say win. I said get there. I did not say win. I
So you
said
think
get
that
there.
if they get there, you should expect them to win?
I don't think they're a better team than the Lakers. But I do think the Lakers could have one hell of a run for their money.
Somebody
I
said,
think
what
the Nets
about
could get
80?
Lakers
Oh
one
yeah, I
for
forgot about 80. He definitely not top 5. I forgot about Anthony Davis. Giannis, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and then who else is after
Where did
that?
I put KD on my list? I think I put KD at.
And then KD somewhere after that, man. And honestly, Jokic might be. I'm sorry, and then Kawhi number 5, Jokic number 6, and then KD got to be number 7 somewhere around there.
I put Kevin Durant at 6 on my list. I'm fine with that.
I mean, not 6 no more.
I'm saying, yeah,
I'm
fine
sorry.
with that.
Sorry,
I'm fine with that.
Sorry, KD. Shout
I'm
out
fine
to
with
the
that
shout out to the
because
homie
I
Banksy.
still think
No.
Kevin Durant is the best scorer in the
No.
NBA. Number 1.
No.
I think he's the best. You saying no? Him being the best scorer in the NBA?
He's not the best scorer in the NBA. Luka Doncic exists. Luka
Luka's
Doncic
not-
is alive.
He's not.
Luka Doncic
Luka
is
don't score better than
alive.
Kyrie. Luka don't score better than Harden. His percentage
That's
is not
cap.
even there.
That's cap.
His percentage
That's
is
cap.
not even there.
That's
He's
cap.
at 30%.
He don't have to shoot.
Luka-
I don't
Luka
care.
don't score better than
I
Steph.
don't care about percentages.
Luka don't
You
score better
care
than
about
Steph.
percentages.
Luka don't score
Yes,
better
he
than
does.
Steph.
You're a liar.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does. You're a liar.
Not right now.
He's 6'7". Who's stopping
That-
that man going to the rim? Nobody. You're lying to me.
So why he shoot 44%? So why he shoot 44%?
Because he just like taking a lot of shots. He's a volume shooter. He shoots from all around the floor.
He's not that efficient. Yet.
Huh?
He's not that efficient.
He don't
yet.
need to be efficient. He's
He
still a
don't
better
need to be
scorer.
efficient.
No,
Okay.
he's not. KD averaging 23, and you telling me he better than Luka Doncic?
Gee,
No,
KD historically has always.
he's not gonna. He's not a better scorer than him anymore. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not a better scorer than him.
Now, if you want to say offensive player,
He's not a
okay,
better scorer
fine.
than him.
I am fully okay with you saying offensive player because
How-
Luka is also
All
going
right,
out.
bro.
Because listen, Luka is also going out there and giving you about 10 assists a game, which Kevin Durant is not doing. But also, I think on this team, KD will still
Cam
average.
Buford, Jokic, and
Listen, I
Luka
think-
are better than KD.
listen,
you on drugs.
Listen, I think
You on drugs. I ain't even faded. The crazy part is I only had a mango IPA.
On this
and I
team-
still have my Grand Marnier on the floor.
On this-
so I ain't even drunk right now. So I don't want to hear that.
on
Bam.
this team, I think that Kevin Durant will. I think Kevin Durant probably end the season averaging 25. No, listen.
23.6.
Listen, 25, about like 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. And go 50, 40,
He's
90.
not averaging a block a game.
Yes, he can. Why can't he? He's playing the 4.
He's not averaging a block a game.
He's playing the
You're
4. Why can't
lying.
he? He's playing the 4. Why can't he?
He's not averaging a block a game.
I think he will. He's playing the 4. And I think he needs to average. Again, like I said, my personal goal for Kevin Durant is for him to make the all-defensive team. Will he make it? Probably
Stop
not.
texting me, by the way.
But
If y'all know I'm on air, stop texting me, Jay.
Will he make it? Probably not. But my personal goal for Kevin Durant is to make the all-defensive team. There's no reason he shouldn't.
The man said off the hookah. I'm not wilding right now. When KD averaged 23, y'all gonna be saying whatever y'all saying. He's not going out there on any given night giving you 30 and 10 assists. He's not better than Luka Doncic offensively. He's not a better
offensively
scorer.
Is
He's not a better scorer anymore than Luka Doncic.
Offensively is fine.
A guy coming off his ACL. I'm sorry.
That has nothing to do with how he scores.
A guy coming off his Achilles. A guy coming off his Achilles is not a better scorer than Luka Doncic.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Because it seems to me as if that's not affecting the way
anymore.
he put the ball in the basket.
Not anymore.
I don't see the Achilles affecting the way he put the ball in the basket.
Why? Because he was doing it against Anthony Toscano and James Wiseman and Kelly Oubre and Andrew Miggins. Andrew Miggins.
Who can't he do what he did today against? He just shooting over people.
Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game.
It don't matter.
Is Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game?
Who can't he shoot over?
Is Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game?
No, but who can't he shoot over?
Is Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game?
No, but who can't he shoot over?
Is Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game?
No, but who can't he shoot
over? Is Andrew Wiggins guarding him every game?
Actually,
then I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but
even worse. Whoever you about to name to me, even worse.
Kelly Oubre's better.
Even worse. No, he's not.
Yes,
no, he's not. No, he's not.
Defender?
No, he's not. I forgot. Somebody said that to me earlier. Actually, I think it was Shayna Brother Lee. I'm like, man, Oubre not doing nothing with no Kevin Durant.
I mean, nobody doing nothing with Kevin Durant. Who is? When have you ever seen a man do something to him? When has it happened?
Now they will.
Okay.
Now they will.
He's shooting over people, G. No, they not.
Now they will.
He's shooting over people.
Now they will.
He's shooting over people.
Now they will.
He's shooting over people.
The Nets will be a smooth second round exit. Remember I said
I'm going finals.
Smooth second round.
I'm going
exit.
finals.
Second round.
I'm going finals at best. I'm going the Nets make a finals appearance at best, at worst conference finals. That's where I'm at with it. As far as the Warriors, I'm not gonna overreact to what I saw. Draymond still wasn't there.
Draymond ain't gonna make no more.
Yeah, but here go the thing about Draymond. If Draymond not gonna play, then we had a whole nother. Then we actually might be in full rebuild mode for the Warriors. If Draymond's not gonna be there, we actually might be in full rebuild mode.
Why?
Because Draymond's an integral part of his basketball team, especially with no Clay.
Not anymore.
Especially with no Clay.
Not anymore.
Yes, he is. He's first of all, he's still the anchor of your defense.
He fell off.
Listen, he's still the anchor of your defense. He's still arguably the smartest player on the court. Arguably. For the Warriors.
I disagree with that.
I said arguably. I said arguably.
Actually, you know what? No, he still might be the smartest player on the court.
I said arguably.
What is being the smartest player on the court? I'm sure Udonis has him the smartest player on the court.
And he's been in the league 20 years, hasn't he?
How many years he been on the bench?
Like
doing
the
nothing.
Last 2?
It's not my house, so I don't even know where to get up and walk out of this motherfucker. So I'm just gonna chill.
Like the last 2, but how do you think he stayed in the league so long? Because he's intelligent and he is a valued voice in the damn locker room.
It's not me hating on Kevin Durant. Why I gotta be hating on the man and say that he not gonna be as amazing as y'all think he is off an Achilles? It's not hate.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't think we'll see the KD of old, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think your game should evolve and grow. And again, like I said, I want you to watch a lot of 2011 Dirk footage and do what he did. I even looked it up. You know they weigh the same, allegedly?
Who?
Both of them 240.
Who?
KD and Dirk.
When KD get 240?
He's 6'10". He probably is. The weight got a long way to go.
He don't look 240 in person.
He probably 240.
He looked 210 in person.
He not 210 pounds.
He looked 210
You gotta realize he also is 6'11". He not 210. He's probably 240.
He looked 210 in person.
But both of them literally are 240.
He still looked.
That's their game listed weight. It's 240.
Okay.
Literally 240. Now Dirk is listed at 7'1", KD is listed at 6'11". But everybody who say he about 7 feet or whatever.
No, but I feel you. I feel y'all. I'm not upset at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all. I just don't agree with y'all. I just really don't agree with y'all. I just think that KD is at that point where we all want our greats to be as great as they were before when they were the greatest. And it's nothing wrong with it being.
But if KD lost a step or two, he's still arguably top 5.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Because again,
he's not.
Because again, so much of his game is not.
He's not.
Because so much of his game is not.
There are newer guys that are bigger, that are better, that are younger, that are more.
No, they aren't.
That's a lie.
So much of his game is not predicated off athleticism.
Zion low key gonna be better than KD this year. No cap. No cap. Zion gonna be better than KD this year.
No, he's not.
Zion gonna give you a smooth 27-8.
No, he's not.
And KD gonna give you a smooth
He might give you
23-7-4.
He might give you look.
23-7-4 is not top 5 anymore.
KD's
and I didn't even try to rhyme.
KD is gonna play. KD is gonna play better defense. KD is gonna play better defense. He's not gonna be. Zion's gonna shoot about 50% from the field.
He's not gonna play better defense.
Yes, he is.
Zion.
Yes,
no,
he is.
Not. He don't
yes,
even change. He don't even change the dynamics of defensively the way.
Yes,
Zion
he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
he
does. First of all, you have First of all, you have Listen. First of all, you have a front line now with DeAndre Jordan, who in his heyday was one of the most athletic centers.
We're not talking about in their heyday.
Listen, can you just let me get my point out? In his heyday, was one of the most athletic centers in the league. Even today, it looks like he's still in shape and he can still jump and he can still do some things. You also have Jerry Allen behind him, who is also a pretty good rim protector in the league. And he's also 7 feet. Literally, in KD's best defensive year, which was the first year he came to Golden State, I thought he should have got some defensive player of the year votes. It doesn't matter. He's still 7 feet. Do this.
Ask Ashley Nicole if a torn Achilles don't matter.
Ashley, is Ashley goddamn Nicole
getting anybody that tore their Achilles don't have feels.
Is Ashley goddamn Nicole worth $200 million and getting the same fucking physical therapy as Kevin Durant?
No, but she tore her Achilles. We'll never know. We'll never know.
Was Ashley Nicole Kevin Durant beforehand?
We don't know. She could have been.
Was she Diane Taurasi beforehand? Call her.
She could have been.
Call her.
No, we don't need to call her.
Text Ashley right now and ask her how many points she averaged.
She was playing college hoops though.
Text her that. Look at me.
It don't matter about how many she averaged.
Playing college hoops
is tearing your Achilles when you're 32 years old. You're 32 years old.
Playing college hoops.
How many years old is he?
How much money is he worth?
How many years old is he?
I think 31.
And what does his net worth have to do with how
a whole fucking lot? You can get a lot of goddamn therapy and the best damn doctors.
Klay Thompson got a high ass net worth. When the last time you see him play basketball?
You tell
No, it's about to be.
Listen,
it's about to be.
You tell your Achilles. Listen. You tell your Achilles right now, and let Klay tell his. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna recover better. Klay. Your motherfucking ass gonna have a live for the rest of your life. He might be alright.
He play for the Warriors and he got the
exactly what I'm saying.
That don't mean he gonna come back and be the best player in the league. He not top 5 anymore. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Brandon Ingram gonna be better than KD.
You have to relax, sir.
Brandon Ingram gonna be better than KD. Brandon Ingram watch this. Remember this. Remember I said this, and you know I don't even like you at home. No, I don't like Brandon Ingram. No, stop. You stop talking.
You have to relax.
You at home. No, I don't like Brandon Ingram. I bet you Brandon Ingram averaged more points, rebounds, and assists than Kevin Durant this year. Stop lying to the public.
On a better percentage?
I don't care about the percentage.
So percentages don't matter.
You keep saying
percentages don't matter.
No, your fucking favorite favorite player ever doesn't have a good percentages ever.
Who?
Yeah.
That's my favorite player.
Alright, nigga.
It's LeBron.
Alright, bro. You're
really
a liar.
LeBron.
You're a liar.
It's dead ass.
You're
LeBron.
a liar.
It's
when I first
LeBron.
met you, AI was your favorite player. Now LeBron your favorite player.
Yes.
You ain't even root for LeBron last year.
What that mean?
Alright,
and actually,
I didn't root for him. What does that mean?
What that mean?
Alright,
I wanted the Rockets to win.
Alright, bro.
Doesn't mean he's my favorite player ever. He's my favorite player ever.
Alright, bro.
He is.
Alright, bro.
I mean I can't want somebody else to win.
Alright, bro.
Y'all know
I don't even rock with Brandon Ingram.
He's my
Remember
favorite
what I
player
said.
ever.
Brandon Ingram gonna average more points.
And actually the same things I think.
On better percentage,
actually,
no, he not. You wanna know why KD shoots such a good percentage? Because he's big as hell and he old as hell, so he know what shots to take and not
don't
to take.
That mean a lot?
Nope.
Ain't that half of being damn good, knowing what shots to take and when to shoot them?
Not if you can't average as many points as the young fella. You're not as good no more.
You need to relax, G.
He's not as good anymore.
You need to
It's
relax.
okay.
You need to relax.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You need to relax.
Sometimes
you need to relax.
Sometimes Rocky.
Brandon Ingram not gonna have better than Chris Middleton.
Cap.
I bet he don't.
Well, how do you define better year? He averaged more points than he did last year.
Who?
More rebounds than he did last year.
Not on a better percentage. He didn't have a better year.
Right.
He did not have a better year. Chris Middleton was a 50, 40, 90 player, basically.
He was not. Basically, is not a 50, 40, 90 player. No, he was not.
Okay.
No, he was not a better player than Brandon
He
Ingram
was.
last year. And I know B.I. didn't make the All-Star game last year. No, he was not a better player. Chris Middleton was not a better.
He was.
B.I. made the All-Star team last year?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, well, damn, my
He
bad.
was
Look.
49.
Look, actually, that's even further to my point of how much of a BI fan I'm not.
He was,
No.
Chris Middleton was 49, 40, and it was 49, 40, and what
Damn,
the hell?
B.I. did make the All-Star
made
team
All-Star
last
team.
year.
He was 49.
Yeah, he did make the All-Star team. Damn, I'm tripping. My
He
bad.
was 49, 40, and 90.
Y'all keep saying I'm not making sense. How am I not making sense, G?
Because points, just solely averaging points don't mean you better than
No,
somebody
it
else.
don't, bro. How?
Because again, how
You telling me that the Nets have a top 4 team this year? Do the Pelicans have a top 4 team this year?
No.
So then I don't want to hear the comparisons.
But half of them having a top 4 team is because that man on the court.
I don't think they're gonna have a top 4 team this year.
Well, then that's
him,
what we
though.
disagree.
It's not
That's
because
fine.
of him. It's because
I
of
said
everyone.
half of it. If you
No,
take
it's
KD
not
off this
half of
team
it. It's
and put
not.
Brandon Ingram on the
If you-
team,
they're still gonna
if
make
you,
the playoffs.
Listen, if you take KD on this team,
And they gonna get to the same spot, second
no,
round.
they not.
Second round.
No,
Eastern
they not.
Conference. Second
If you
round
take
Eastern
Kevin
Conference.
Durant off this team, put B out there, they not the same basketball team.
Second round Eastern Conference.
They not the same basketball
yes, they
team.
Are. Yes, they are. Second round Eastern
No, they
Conference.
not.
They're actually
And if you
better.
put Kevin
They're
Durant
better
on the goddamn
actually.
Pelic-
They're better actually.
And if you put Kevin Durant on the
Watch.
damn Pelicans,
Remember I said this.
Okay.
Remember I said this. All y'all expecting the greatest thing you've ever seen from Kevin
tell you
Durant.
everything. I'm-
Y'all acting like he's still the
I am
same. He not the
expecting
same, G.
25
If Bron tears Achilles and come back, he not gonna be the fucking same.
LeBron's game and Kevin
I
Durant's
don't
game
give a
are
damn.
different.
And you know what I'm
I'm
gonna tell
not
you? Bron is
expecting-
6'9". He bigger than everybody else. Shoot everybody else. You're gonna be like, well, Bron, that's not Bron.
That's
Now,
not
I don't
what
want to
Bron
hear
do
that,
well.
G. No.
That's not
Because
what
he
Bron
played
do
good
best.
against Anthony Toscano,
He's gonna average
Kevon
25
Looney, who he used to
25
burn
50,
all the
40,
time in
90.
practice. Who he played good against Kelly Oubre
25
and
on
Andrew
50, 40, 90.
Miggins. That don't mean nothing,
25
bro.
on
Get
50,
out of
40,
here,
90.
bro. I don't want to hear
25
that,
on
man.
50, 40, 90.
I don't want to hear that. And it's not hate on KD. Stop acting like these guys that have catastrophic injuries gonna come back and be better than they was before.
25
Or the
on
same.
50, 40,
He's
90.
not top 5 anymore. Y'all want to argue 5 to 10? Have fun with it, but we'll see. Show it to me, big
25 on
fella.
50, 40,
And
90.
remember what I said. Brandon Ingram gonna average more points, rebounds, and assists than Kevin Durant this year. Remember I said that. Remember
not.
I said that. And all y'all in the
And if
chat
he does
rooms keep
average more
chatting.
points, it's gonna be on much worse
I
percentages.
don't want to hear about that.
So
Stop
percentages
talking to
don't
me about
matter
that. Stop talking to me about that.
You-
He the second option. He don't even get that many shots. When I get that bitch, I'm shooting it. Yeah, you didn't write Brandon Ingram. You didn't write my
He
percentage
was
ain't
shoot.
that high.
Kyrie look like he might be the first option some nights.
All right, Kyrie the first option over Kevin Durant. The
Some
guy who
nights.
got the guy we
Some
literally
nights.
we spent
Some
15
nights.
minutes arguing and laughing about this man asking for post ups. Now all of a sudden he's
Some
number
nights.
one. All right, man, go home.
Look at today. I think he took more shots.
Go home.
Look at today.
Go
No, literally, I think he took more shots.
go to your room.
Literally.
I'm glad we in your house now. Go to your room. nigga.
Listen, no,
go to your
literally,
room.
I think the Nets will have 2 players that will contend for MVP.
75% KD is not better than Brandon Ingram. Not 75-year-old, 32-year-old Kevin Durant is not, bro. Y'all
Yes, it
tripping,
is.
bro.
Look at that. Giannis congratulating his brother because he ain't got one yet.
That's fine.
Shout out
That's
Giannis.
fine. LeBron didn't have one in yet either at this point. And so what? He your second GOAT? Or he
How
might
old
be
is,
your GOAT.
How old is Giannis? 25?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So shut up. Tell your Bron to catch up. AD got a ring before Bron did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he didn't. I think Brown's 27 when he
How old is AD?
27, 28.
How old is Anthony Davis? 27.
Yeah, so Brown's first ring. I
How
think he
old was
27.
LeBron James when he won his first championship? LeBron was 27 years old.
Yeah,
Same
20,
age.
27.
Give me AD. Give me AD over that, man. Shout out to
don't even
THT,
believe
Taylor
that.
Horton Tucker. I remember when you used to play at Simeon and you was chubby and you had the little jersey on over your jersey. So shout out to you, bro. I remember that when it happened. You deserve it, Chicago. Shout out to Simeon. Shout out to my little brother Brandon, who played far soft with Taylor Horton Tucker, as well as with what's the other one name? Zach Norvell as well. So shout out to them.
Who was also a Laker.
Yeah. He is?
He was.
Okay.
I know he played with him in like summer league. I don't know if he
All right.
made the team, but yeah.
Let's see. All right.
This is a cool little trophy thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it
Did
is.
the best with the situation.
I still wish they would have had a banner, but I feel them.
They have one, but they want to wait until some fans.
It's
are
not a real banner, though.
Meaning they
I
gonna
want
be-
to see the real shit.
Meaning they're
go
gonna
up.
unveil that in 2022.
I still want to see the real one go up. But here, if you wanna, you can. Shout out to Jared Dudley. Was he a champion before?
Hell no.
Okay, well, shout out to him. Shout out to Quinn Cook's mom. for wishing young Quinford Cookford, Quinford Cookford. But I understand y'all think that I'm wrong about KD, but we can move on. Let's talk about the Lakers this year. How you feeling about them?
I don't know yet. Can I see them play?
No. It's before the game. Give an opinion now and give one after the game. Get the fuck out of here. No. What the fuck? Can I see them play basketball? No. Give an opinion. Goddamn, you watch some preseason.
I'm crying. I mean, again, like I think that I'm trying to order food.
Kyle Kuzma, did he deserve that extension?
Yeah. You said he was gonna get how much money?
Yeah, but he stayed in LA.
Okay.
If I was him, I would have left LA, but I understand why.
Yo, why? I can't add this.
He's a superstar. He's not a superstar on the court, but he's definitely a superstar off the court in Los Angeles. Am I wrong?
Fair.
Am I wrong? Like, I've never even seen Kuzma party, but I hear about him all the time. I see him all the time. I know who he's dating. What? I know who he's dating. I know all of that. So.
Nah, he is. The Lakers go. I mean, obviously, I think that they got better. The only thing I wonder about is defensively. Maybe they, might have lost a little bit. I think that losing. I think,
lemon pepper.
Yeah, I think that what you gain in Marc Gasol. Obviously, Marc Gasol being a much better offensive player than Dwight, but I do think that you maybe lose a little bit of defense. Dealing with that, but I mean, I still think the Lakers are far.
20-piece, by the way.
Huh?
A 20-piece a piece.
What?
A 20-piece a piece for the food.
Okay. I still think that.
Technically, it's more with the tip, but I ain't cheap.
I still think that the
like I told y'all, we in Pappy Studios right now. So.
What was that? I still think that the what was I saying?
You talking about the Lakers?
Yeah. I still think the Lakers have. I mean, I'm not gonna try to go against the grain. Like, I think they have the best team in basketball. I think that they're the class of the West. I think that obviously they have to be the overwhelming favorites to repeat.
Let's see if she answers. Calling Ashley Nicole live on the Hoops and Brews hotline. Go ahead, keep talking. We seeing if these hot takes will last.
I think that they obviously have to have. I think they obviously have to be the class, and I think that this is a season that I would look for Anthony Davis's first MVP season. I think LeBron, obviously being an older guy, getting 72 days of rest. I think in a lot of situations they just gonna be like, "Hey, AD, go rock," and then also
that's why he won't win MVP because LeBron.
I didn't say he'd win it. I said that
he won't even. I don't think he'll even be in a conversation. LeBron will always be in a conversation for MVP.
Yeah, but I think that this will be the first time where you have a teammate of Bron's that'll be up there as well. But also, it's on AD to come out and get better. I'm also assuming AD will come out here and get better. Like, why can't AD do 28, 13, 3 blocks, give me 5 assists, and give me a steal? Why can't he do that? Like, I still think there's like
still
one
not
more
better
level.
than Giannis though, so that doesn't. So he's not gonna be there.
But listen, I still think that there is one.
No, I won't let them Lakers rings look cold.
One thing. There's the thing called voter fatigue, which happens a lot. Then also, again, I still think there's one more step for Anthony Davis, and I can only imagine how much confidence last year had to give him. Obviously, the only thing that you really could say about Anthony Davis previously before last year was he don't win. Mm-hmm. And now he's finally won. So, like, what more criticism can you have of him? It's like you playing with house money now. Mm-hmm. Like, everything he does now is a plus. And it's like, now he's legacy building at this point. You've won a ring.
I mean, that's all LeBron is doing.
Yeah.
But so is AD, though.
That's what I just said.
No, but I'm saying they're both legacy building. That's why they won't cancel each other out. That's why LeBron will always be what LeBron was. That's why it's not me about, and don't get me wrong, I know y'all always think I love to just disagree with Pavi for the sake of disagreeing. I just disagree with him because this is just the way it's always been when we talk about sports. When we talk about music or movies or women, any other thing, we usually get along with it. When it comes to basketball and football, we don't agree usually on nothing. Other than that, we usually can find a commonality. No, LeBron is going to always take and siphon off votes for him, bro. That's the reason why KD left Steph, because he know good and goddamn well people will say, oh, KD the MVP and he the reason why Kyrie won versus if you playing with Steph, people gonna be like, Steph the reason KD won.
But didn't they both finish top 5 though?
Yeah.
Did AD even finish top 5 last year?
I don't know, but I don't think he will. Like, you got to think about all the new class that's coming.
I think
you still got Giannis, you still got Luka, you still have Harden, depending on where he goes.
But also, I think the Lakers
also,
are
wait a
probably
minute.
win the West.
You still have new guys like Zion coming up. You still have young guys like Tatum coming up. You still have young guys like Kawhi that still are, even though he's been around, he's still relatively young. PG was top 5
Kawhi's not
MVP.
young anymore, but I feel
28 is still young. He's not over 30.
Kawhi 28.
I think he's still 28. He's not over 30. He's not over 30.
I know he got picked in what, 2011?
How old is Kawhi Leonard?
I picked in what, 2011?
29.
29?
He's not 30 yet, so he's still young. If you telling me Kevin Durant is still gonna be Kevin Durant off an Achilles after he 30 whatever, Kawhi is still young. PG is still for the most part relatively young. Also a guy that was in top 5 MVP voting a few years ago. So I'm not just going to instantly say that AD is going to catapult himself there ahead of LeBron. LeBron will always get people's sympathy and empathy before anyone else because he is the greatest sports figure to live the greatest sports figure to live this millennium, period. You can't name a bigger, better, more impactful, more beloved, as well as an athlete that has persevered through more to become as large as he is and mean as much as he is to people damn near ever, but at post 2000 easily.
No.
Ever, yes.
Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell.
I'm talking about come from nothing though. Bron.
I don't know if Muhammad Ali and Bill Russell came from a lot.
I mean, I feel
especially
like
when you talk about Bill Russell playing, especially in the era he played in, dealing with what he had to do, even just to go to the game.
Yeah, but Bron, we talking about Bron was the.
I don't know if I say ever.
I mean, having a mom.
I don't know if I say ever.
Being the child of a single mom who's homeless is not an easy road.
Dealing
with racism like everybody else was dealing with.
Not that level, G.
And honestly, you can argue, and I'm not saying Braun will never be more impactful, I believe, to civil rights more than what Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali, even guys like Oscar Robertson, guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, those guys, he will never be able to mean as much. But in terms of our generation, like I said, post 2000, LeBron is it. So it's just like Anthony Davis will ever carry more favor than LeBron. That's why I always was like,
he has to take a.
I don't understand that.
He has to take a step. Like he actually has to when you look at it again.
Somebody said four. Hold on. Wait a minute. Go ahead. You got.
Somebody say who?
Somebody said 4 of them things. Go ahead, get your rant off. We already know. LeBron, 4 of them things. Go ahead, turn your mic down. Come on. You talk to him. Now you over it. Finals night. You. No, y'all want to do it. Why? Because we at his place. He like, you ain't getting me kicked out.
Not even that.
Scream with your house.
Not even that. It's just like.
With your house.
Not even that. It's just not in the moment right now. It's like it's not. I was doing that because it was in the moment. Like it's not in the moment. But again, AD has to take a step. The thing about last year was there was still a debate about who had the better season.
I told you, and there was no debate.
It was a debate.
Anthony Davis had a better season than LeBron.
It was a debate.
Anthony
Davis did not do enough
yes,
to.
He did.
No, listen,
he just got hurt in the playoffs.
No, he did not do enough to have people say, "Yo, when you look back on it, him," because LeBron still led league in assists. LeBron still averaged 25. LeBron still had the 8 boards. He did not do enough. Anthony Davis, if he comes out here, and also I don't expect LeBron to play all 72 games. I still think LeBron will take some nights off. Mm-hmm. Like if this was a regular season, I would be with you. But I think LeBron would take some steps back because of age and because of the short layoff and just allow AD to just run wild some nights. I think that'll happen. Now, if LeBron come out and play all 72 games like it's a regular season, then probably not. But I think that he'll take somewhat of a step back this season because of the short layoff. AD being the younger guy. Go ahead, bro, shine.
We'll see.
And I think AD should make it a goal to try to win Defensive Player of the Year. Many people said that he should have won it last year.
He shouldn't have, but I feel him.
I personally think that Bam will win it this year. But if I had to pick somebody outside of that, I would probably pick AD.
I'm actually going to take a different pick for Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Who?
I'm actually going to go with Ben Simmons.
I don't hate it. If he plays.
No, stop. Is he hurt now?
Nah, but
okay. Unless he gets traded for James Harden. And honestly, even more so if he gets traded for James Harden. I think Ben Simmons might be arguably the defensive player this year, as well as Joel Embiid. I think Doc I think Doc's voice got. I think and we'll switch to transition to the Clippers, but I think Doc's voice got old. It got stale. He was also a part of the old regime, and the old guys backed Doc, and the new guys didn't back Doc. And I think that's what I hear every day when I hear the Clippers players talk about the way that they react this year versus last year. And I also think that Montrezl Harrell was creating hell on earth for this team last year because they continuously talk about guys that are not there, that were there last year that, affected the chemistry. It's really only two guys that was gone. And the other one was one of the stars on the team. So I really feel like Trez was the guy for them last year that really unsold their chemistry. And I think part of it was because
Trez was never happy.
And I think part of it was because I don't think he was. I
didn't see a single day in which Trez had a smile on his face. That I was there at least. I didn't see too many days.
You talking about last year or you talking about the year before?
Last year.
Okay, yeah, last year, yeah. But also because it's a contract year, he's thinking, oh, I had a great year last year, contract year. Kawhi PG come here, my points drop. Oh, shit. I just got this food delivered to my old house. Damn. That sucks. I just thought about that. Yeah. After this stream, G, you either coming to my house or I'm eating the motherfucking wings. So we gonna deal with this after that. But that's fucked up though. I'm sorry. It's just been one of them days. But I mean, hey, at least we streamed for an hour today. I mean, and shout out to y'all. Y'all been watching.
Do you want me to? It's a wings place right by my crib, G.
I just ordered Wingstop and it's coming to my house, whether I'm there or not.
Fair.
I'm gonna go and receive it.
Fair.
I don't live that far away. I mean, someone else from my house will get it, but I'm gonna eat that shit. But yeah, I just be looking at the Clippers and I just think that it just got old and stale. So we'll see. I still think that they're doomed. I think the Lakers honestly are gonna win by 23 tonight.
I think Clippers win tonight.
And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers repeat this year. I know I've spent a lot of time being very critical of them last year and who they were and what they do, and kind of how they went about, things in the free agency. But this year they won free agency to me. If you want to talk about retaining players, which is your favorite thing, they retained Anthony Davis, who was the best player in the market, and who actually could have chosen to leave. This was a real free agency situation to me. Like them other re-signs, when you re-sign them trash guys, that's
not trash. G. Rondo is not trash.
It's trash.
Re-signing Rondo. No, how can you say
Rondo
that?
Is not that bad, G.
How can you say that when Rondo arguably at times was they?
What other better option did he have last year, Rondo?
He could have went with somewhere for more money.
I'm asking you a question.
I don't fucking remember. Somebody would pay Rondo more money. Rondo could have went to a trash team and got $10 million.
Would that have been a better opportunity?
Depends on if you want money, like he did this season. Took his ass somewhere trash for more money.
I disagree with that. I think he had an objective to win a ring as a Laker and as a Celtic, and once he did that, he was like,
it took himself somewhere trash for more money.
But if you get the chance to play with LeBron and AD and win a ring,
you still have to retain him. You have to retain him.
It's not that big of a deal to me.
It's a big deal to me. I'm not
retaining a top 5 player in free agency versus retaining anybody that ain't top 50. I don't care about that. They don't even. That's how. If you below a top 50 player in the league, I don't care about you being retained.
I disagree with that. That's stupid as fuck.
It's not.
They don't even win that. They don't even.
Rondo is not better than Schroeder. I saw somebody comment.
They don't even do what they did in the playoffs without Rondo. So much what Rondo did was you can't even.
They don't do what they do without in the playoffs without. I mean, the fans was there.
Huh?
They don't do what they do in the playoffs as fans was there. So I don't.
I'm not hearing that. I'm talking about. I'm not hearing that. I'm not getting into that because
it's the bubble, G. The bubble is different. Everybody that said the bubble was different since the bubble happened. So the bubble was different.
But I'm not getting into that.
I give Bron his credit for winning the bubble, but I don't want to hear that.
I'm not getting into that. I'm looking at what they did. I'm not getting into that. I'm looking at what they did on the actual basketball court. On the actual basketball court, when you go back and put them games on, I don't give a damn who was there, who wasn't there. I saw Rondo making a whole lot of plays. A whole lot of plays. So I know. People think that Bron and AD was the reason why they won. Bron and AD was cool. It was defense and the others that was the reason why they won that series. Well, the championship. Yeah. Bron and AD was cool. But Bron and AD weren't only people playing defense. They can't defend 5 people.
Yeah, but I would argue Alex Caruso was as big as Rajon Rondo last year.
Debatable, but I disagree with that. Especially in the playoffs.
I'm not upset at it. Somebody
Now,
said,
throughout the regular season, sure.
I'm not discrediting. Somebody said, stop discrediting that ring. I'm not discrediting the ring. I said that last year I was critical of them. I literally just said this year they won free agency. So they should, honestly repeat this year easily.
It won't be easy.
I think they should repeat this year easily.
It
I
won't
don't
be
think.
easy.
I think everybody got worse and they got better. And the only competition you have is Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And if you LeBron and you can't beat a broke foot Kevin Durant, a broke foot and a torn Achilles Kevin Durant, and your old tutor or your old 2T, then it's problems with you. If you can't beat a guy that had a torn Achilles, a Jones fracture in his foot, and
they had that Jones fracture so many years ago.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. What major injuries have Bron had? None. So if that's not a major injury.
Yeah, the groin.
That's
Apparently,
not a major.
no, stop that. Apparently,
have you ever had a groin injury? I have.
Have you torn your groin?
No, but I've hurt my groin very bad, and then once you aggravate it, you do. Yeah, but
okay, then it's a major injury.
Man, stop it. That's not
apparently
a major injury.
Apparently, he tore his groin.
It's not a major injury.
He still be out for groin soreness to this day.
Yeah, because they want to rest him.
No, it's probably really hurts.
Yeah,
it probably really hurts.
Whatever.
He probably actually tore his. If you tear anything,
no, wrong. It still hurts.
That's just major.
That's not a major injury.
If you tear some shit in your body, that is major to me.
So a third grade groin strain is the same as a torn Achilles.
I didn't say it was the same. That's not what I used.
Go home.
You are mixing up my words.
Go home.
You said had
it's
had
not the same.
Injury.
He ain't had a major injury.
A torn groin is a major injury.
How are you comparing a torn Achilles or a Jones fracture to a fucking strained groin?
I think he tore his. It was rumored that he tore his groin.
How are you comparing a Jones
If
fracture?
you tear your groin, that is a major injury. If you tear your groin, that's just let me tear your motherfucking
groin. A grade 3 groin strain and an ACL sprain are not comparable.
You tear your motherfucking groin and you come back and tell me it ain't major.
ACL is not comparable. I don't care.
I mean, obviously, Achilles is a worse injury, but it is a major.
Bron ain't had no major injuries compared to Kevin Durant. Bron had broke his foot in the middle of his foot.
No, but
okay, then so stop it. It's not the same thing.
No,
it's not the same thing. All right, bro.
Hold on.
Was Bron injury worse than Steph Curry MCL tear?
Yes.
No,
wait.
Steph Curry had a grade 3 MCL. I'm sorry, not MCL. Yeah, MCL strain. Now Bron injury was worse. Now Bron injury worse than Curry injury. Let's hear it.
I'm not gonna say worse because one, I'm not a doctor, but do I think it's about the same? I definitely do.
Steph Curry came back in 3 weeks. Steph Curry came back in 3 weeks, bro.
That's his fault.
Bron came back in 8 and went to the finals.
No, he
Big
didn't.
dog.
They
did go. The Warriors didn't go to the finals that year. Okay, then stop playing with me, bro.
Because he was hurt.
No,
that's
Steph
both
Curry,
of them
big dog.
injuries.
Steph Curry, big dog status.
Both of them terrible
big
injuries,
dog
bro.
status. Yeah,
it was literally about the same.
But they're not catastrophic injuries. Stop lying. They're not catastrophic injuries. You're lying.
Ain't moved the same since.
They're not catastrophic injuries. You're
lying.
lying. You're lying. He won 2 rings since then. He won 2 of them.
He ain't moved the same since. Go back and pull up 2016 Steph, the way he was moving, and look at him now. He is not as fast no more.
All right, bro.
Them 2 MCLs took a lot of shit out of him. Bron don't look the same either. No, after that groin, no, he don't.
Bron didn't look the same, period, bro.
No.
Getting older.
When Bron first came to the Lakers, he was still moving like 2018 Cavs Bron. When Bron tore his groin, he has not moved the same. Now he's still LeBron. He's still more athletic than fucking 4/4 of the damn planet, damn near. They did him in the whole planet. But for his standards, look at him before the groin and look at him after the groin. No, he does not move the same. No, he don't. No. He just LeBron, so it's okay.
No. Kevin Durant, you can't compare them. I'm sorry. You can try to all day to make your argument. It's not the same thing. I'm sorry.
I mean,
so as I said before,
Kevin Durant had a worse injury. But
LeBron, he's had the worst injuries with an S. Say an S. Injuries.
I mean, you can have more worse
injuries. Injuries. And LeBron technically had his injury when most guys are usually over the hill. So I don't even want to. We're not going to even act like we're not even going to act like LeBron was as young as Kevin Durant when it happened. Oh my God, the Clippers about to get smoked.
No, you're not.
Pat Bev, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Nick Batum, and Serge Ibaka. Oh my God, they're about to get smoked, bro. This is about to be bad. The Clippers about to lose by 30 tonight. Remember I said that. We're about to see 2 blowouts. But I actually want to watch this game. So any final words before we get to this game on opening night? Did you enjoy the first game so far?
Yeah, I got to see Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but they actually started Schroeder.
Yes, I told you. Schroeder said to the people when he was on the podcast, I came here to start.
Don't really like that, but okay.
I do.
I would prefer the size.
I do. Keep your bench guys your bench guys. Keep guys.
I would prefer Schroeder coming off the bench.
No, keep your bench guys your bench guys. If you have guys like AC Fresh that's used to coming off the bench.
Yeah, I didn't say start AC. I said start Wesley Matthews.
Yeah, but why would you start Wesley Matthews? Then you have no playmaking in your backcourt when your main thing that you needed and that
Ron
you got.
gonna be in the fucking backcourt.
Yeah, but all right, bro. Why do you think Rondo helped so much? Because of playmaking.
Off the bench.
Schroeder can play with both the bench and the starters.
I would rather him come off the bench.
He can't get bench minutes with the bench guys.
He can, but I would rather him.
What you mean?
I would rather start him with the bench.
I wouldn't.
I would rather him come off the bench.
You need
and I would
offense.
rather him
You need offense
play.
off the bat.
And I would.
Danny Green was bricking threes last year. We need somebody to make plays.
Danny Green was still in the game because he was playing great defense. And you also have Marc Gasol, who is better than any offensive center. Damn near, if you put Marc Gasol on the team last year, he's the third best offensive player.
He's not better than Schroeder, but I feel you.
I said if you put him on the team last year.
He's not better than the Schroeder who averaged 18 points a game last year.
On the Lakers, G. If you
No,
put him on the team
he's
last
not.
year, Marc Gasol is arguably the third best offensive player on the team.
No.
Who better?
Huh?
Offensively last year on the Lakers than Marc Gasol.
Oh, you said last year
Yeah.
offensively?
Who?
Nobody. Yeah, I can't really argue.
We
No,
had the fact he could pass.
Rondo. Rondo's better than him. AD, Bron, Rondo.
Debatable.
No, Rondo.
Debatable.
Rondo is one of the best passes ever.
And Marc Gasol is one of the best passes ever from
a big
from
man.
his
I'm
position,
talking
too.
about ever. Period. Rondo top 15 all
Gasol
time.
is one of
he
the
ain't
best.
top 15 all time.
Gasol was one of the
he
best.
ain't top 15
Gasol
all
was one of
time.
the
You're
best
lying to the
passers from
public
his
now.
position
Now you're
ever.
lying to the public.
And
Now you're
also-
lying to the public.
And also, Marc Gasol can still go out there and get you 14 points, which historically Rondo hasn't done.
What? He can go out there to get you. Yeah, yes, but they play two completely different positions. You just told me Rondo was the key to their championship. Now you telling me Gasol would have been the better offensive player. No, he wouldn't have been.
Yeah, but Gasol would have played
Take
a
that.
huge part in
PG, what the fuck?
He made it, G. Why you mad, G? He made the shot, bro.
Who made the shot?
Nicholas Batum.
Paul George.
Nicholas Batum. He made the shot,
When
G.
you drive the ball to the rim, lay the ball up, G. You 6'9", G.
It was a good pass to a wide
It was a terrible pass. Lay the ball up. He 2 feet from the rim. Go up, G. Rise up.
It was a wide open shooter in the
All
corner.
right,
G.
man. Rise up, bro.
It was a wide
PG,
open
I'm
shooter
so
in the
sick
corner,
of this,
G.
bro. PG, I swear to God,
It
bro.
was a wide open
If you
shooter in the
fucking
corner.
3 feet away from the rim, take that shit to the rim.
G.
What are you doing? You big
Or
as hell.
Anthony Davis.
You big as hell.
Anthony Davis.
You big as
Or
hell.
Anthony Davis. You're
Yes.
being irrational.
All
You're
right,
being
bro.
irrational. There was a wide open shooter in the corner.
6'11", you 6'10". Take
There
it
was
to the
a
rim,
wide open
man.
shooter in the corner. G.
Man,
I'm
take that
passing
shit
the
to the
ball.
rim, man.
There's a wide open
Take
shooter
that
in the
shit to the
corner.
rim,
You're being
man.
irrational.
Take that shit to the rim,
You're being
man.
irrational.
I'm so sick of watching
being
PG
irrational.
pass the ball. Take that shit to the rim, PG.
You're being irrational.
I'm not being irrational.
actually
Take the
being
ball to the
irrational.
goddamn rim, PG.
You're being irrational.
Take the ball
You're
to the
actually
rim.
being
No,
irrational.
I'm not. Take the
You're
ball
being
to the rim.
irrational.
Watch how many times he drive to the rim tonight. No.
You're being irrational.
You're tripping. No.
You have Anthony Davis there, and you have a wide open shooter in the corner.
Take the ball
Pass to
up
the
and
corner,
try
G.
to get a foul, get
Pass to the
contact.
corner, G.
Come on, man. It's
Pass to
the
the corner.
first. Come on, man. Second play of the game. Take the ball to the rim. Create some contact. Try to draw a foul.
Pass
you
to the
6
corner.
foot fucking 10.
Pass to the corner, he made the shot.
Come on, man. You 6'10",
Now, if
PG.
this is the fourth quarter, okay, I feel you.
You 6'10", PG. You
You're
6'10",
being
PG.
You're actually being
I'm
irrational.
hopefully going to the Clippers game on Sunday to cover the game. I like PG. What you on, bro?
You're being irrational.
No, I'm not, G. He's 6'10", bro. You big as fuck, G. Take your big ass to the hole, bro. If you 3
Anthony
feet away
fucking
from
Davis was right
I
there,
don't
bro.
care.
If this is the fourth quarter, okay.
So what?
If
It's the
fourth
first quarter.
Bro, if it's
Take
the
the
fourth
shit
quarter
up.
with fucking 30 seconds left, try
So
to get
you-
contact.
so you-
Pass the fucking ball to
So
the
you
shooter.
get a first quarter foul.
Swing the ball around,
So you get the first quarter foul on Anthony
Swing the
Davis.
ball
Don't
around.
matter.
You probably wouldn't
You
go
get the
that
first
foul
quarter foul
call.
on Anthony
He's
Davis.
just
Don't
gonna
matter.
go up like this.
I'm asking you a
You're
question.
probably not gonna get that foul call.
You get the first quarter foul. Don't matter.
What?
You get the first
There
quarter
will be
foul.
many
All right,
opportunities for
bro.
that.
All right, no, it
Pass
won't.
the ball
You're
to the
lying.
corner and shoot and make the shot.
I want y'all to count how many times PG drove to the rim after this happened in the first quarter, and then y'all put that in the comment section afterwards. And the shit ain't gonna be that much. If
Pass
you get the
ball to the
opportunity,
corner,
drive
G.
to the rim.
Pass the ball
You
to
are
the
6'10",
corner, G.
Paul
You have
George.
a shooter in the corner. You are
That shit
being
weak,
irrational,
man.
bro.
Go to the rim,
You're
bro.
actually being irrational.
No, I'm not being irrational. Do that shit. Take the ball to the rim like fucking AD just
You're
did on
being
Serge
irrational,
Ibaka.
G.
No, I'm not. Take
You
the ball
are.
to the rim.
You're being irrational.
No,
but
it's
okay.
trash.
Being
Get it
irrational.
together, G. This shit weak. Take that shit up, bro. You playing shooting guard. You're not a shooting guard. You're a power forward, my G.
They got him playing shooting.
Exactly. Foul right now on Anthony Davis. That would have been 2 fouls if Paul George would have just took it into his body.
You're being irrational, bro.
2 fouls if you would have took it into his body.
He passed the ball to his shooter in the corner.
Take the ball up on that man. No, I don't want him to do that. I want him to take the ball up and be aggressive. Take the ball up, be aggressive. No, take the ball up, be aggressive.
No.
You're 6'9", 6'10", 230, 240 pounds. Take the ball up and be aggressive.
You're being irrational.
Stop playing. Take the ball up, be aggressive, G.
You're being
Stop
irrational.
that. Stop that.
You're being
Take the
irrational.
ball out and be aggressive.
You're
G.
being irrational.
I like Ibaka, though. I actually do like Ibaka.
You're being irrational. Swing the ball around, distribute the ball.
No.
There will be times in the game in which you need to do that. Right now, get everybody involved, get everybody comfortable, move the ball around and get the best shot. Don't shoot what you could at this point in time. Get the best shot. That's one thing that they've been working on a lot. They be like, yo, let's just not take a shot. Let's like get away from like some of the ISO ball and try to get the best shot that we can. Not whatever shot, the best shot. That was the best shot on that possession. I have no issue with that.
I disagree with that.
Well, you can disagree.
I do. I always do. It is what
Go
it
ahead.
is. But LeBron looks spry. I heard Bronny grew like to. I heard Bronny is the same size as LeBron this year, which is
I don't think
kinda
he is.
nuts.
I think he is like
To be
6'5", 6'6" though.
Nah, somebody said he's as tall as LeBron. Which
That
if
don't make
he's as
sense.
tall as LeBron,
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Bronny, you better do something with that, bro.
Ain't Bronny sophomore in high school?
Yeah, but you better do something with
Yeah,
that.
I don't
fam.
think he was that. Because even when I saw the picture of him sitting next to him, he did look 6'5". Now he might be as tall as LeBron, maybe taller, but I don't think that he's as tall as LeBron right now.
Yeah, we'll see. Dry. Oh my God. Like
He made the shot.
Yes, but that's not what I want to see from you, bro.
He made the
PG
shot.
playing
bro.
like he been Gordon, bro.
Relax, G. He made
You
the
keep
shot.
telling me
bro.
relax, bro. No,
Relax, G.
I watched what I watched last year. I'm not gonna act like my eyes was deceiving me. I saw that shit with my own 2 eyes.
You gotta relax.
No, I'm not relaxing on shit. I saw it last year with my own 2 eyes.
They also
he
basically
gotta play
have him-
bigger. Post him up. You big as hell. You can't post up KCP.
They're running
You
a
big
pick
as
and
hell.
roll, G. They're getting everybody. They basically have PG right now playing point guard. So he's being trusted.
That's
the
why
duties
that's not gonna
of
last.
being a guard.
That's also
So
why it's not
again-
gonna last too.
so
PG
again,
playing
they
point
have
guard will
him
not
running-
last.
So again,
Remember
they
I said
have
that
him running a bunch of pick and rolls.
until they start adjusting.
They
Until
have him running
teams
a bunch
start
of
making
pick and rolls.
adjustments and
They
trapping
probably
him,
will,
and
but
then
right
he ain't
now,
going to be doing
they
nothing off that
probably
because he's
will,
not a
but
great
right
passer
now-
out of the pick and roll.
He's decent.
He's not
I'm
a.
actually- he's
I said a
decent.
great passer
He's good.
out of the pick and roll.
Great, no, but he's good.
So he's not good
He's
enough to run
good.
point guard.
Great, no,
You
but
want a
he's
good
good.
guy to run point guard for your team that can win
They're
championship?
splitting it between people. Will
All right,
that
bro.
work? Who knows? But they're splitting it between.
So who the other
They're
people?
splitting it
Who the other
between
people?
Kawhi. They're splitting it
All right,
between
G.
PG. They're probably gonna also have Pat run
Look,
a little
I
bit
was
of
very
it.
high
They're
on
gonna
the
have
Clippers
Lou
last
run
year.
some bit
It's
of
not
it,
happening
and
this year.
they're also gonna have Luke Kennard run some of it. That's why they paid him.
Not
the way they
happening
paid him.
this year. I was very high on him last year. It's not happening this year.
That's why they paid him the way they paid him. Will that work?
They didn't get better.
We'll see.
They didn't get better. They did not get better.
I think they did get better. The issue is that the Lakers also got better. They didn't take a jump to be better than the Lakers, but I do think that they did get better. But the Lakers also got better, which is the issue.
They didn't. I think they got better because of what they had last year, but they didn't get better as in they got better than any of their competition. The Nuggets can still beat them in a series.
The Nuggets shouldn't have beat them last year.
The Mavericks, I think, honestly, can beat them in a series this year. So can the Lakers. So can, I'm not gonna say the Warriors. I'm not gonna say the Rockets.
The Rockets might not even make the playoffs the way the Rockets doing what the Rockets doing.
The Suns, I don't believe will be able to beat them in a series. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act as if this team is infallible. Like last year, they had a much better opportunity to be able to do what they needed to be able to do with the roster that they had constructed with a guy like Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench. This year is not going to happen.
This
They
is
have,
real quick. This is
they
wild
also
outside.
have no additional bench scoring or playmaking other than Lou.
Kennard.
No,
Lou?
I love Luke, but Luke,
Lou.
no,
Lou and Luke.
no. There's two backcourt guys that both like Luke can come off screens, but Luke needs someone to play.
Zoo is off the bench now too.
Who?
Zoo is off the bench now too. That's possibly a double-double, especially with the minutes he plays.
I
It's a
disagree
double-double off
with
the
that.
bench.
I disagree.
I mean,
with that.
Lou
I
was
think,
basically-
I think they took their best assets and they kind of made them worse. I think Lou should have. If you're gonna keep Lou and keep Lou without Trez, you got to get rid of Lou. Lou and Zoo are not as what Lou and Trez were. I think Luke Kennard is very good, but I think Luke Kennard should be starting over Batum. Bring Batum off the bench. I think Batum does more of.
He will be when Morris comes back.
Huh?
He will be when Morris comes back.
But I think Kennard should be starting, period, including when Morris comes back. I think off the bench you should have Lou Will, Batum, Morris, and Zubac. That's a mid-starting lineup. Like, that's a starting lineup of the worst team in the league. That off your bench is not bad. I personally don't mind Ibaka starting, but I personally think that you need more perimeter playmaking in their starting lineup. I don't mind, and also Pat Bev. I'm sorry, Pat Bev on the bench. Pat Bev, you telling me like your bench lineup of Pat Bev, Lou Williams, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, and Zubac, like that's a
I want
mid.
Pat to start for defense.
I don't really want Pat to start because Pat can't perimeter playmate, which means that if a team is playing him the right way, they're gonna relegate him to taking threes that they want him to shoot, or they're gonna put him in the corner. And if you put Luke Kennard there, you can't put him in the corner. He also can make and make plays for other people. Like, look, I'm sorry. Pat is leading this fast break right now. Okay, we slow it down. He can't even, like, okay, cool. Whatever. But, like, it's nothing. He doesn't do anything dynamically enough offensively to me where I think it matters if he starts or not.
But again, it's also why they are never going to be a great. They don't, like I said, they don't have great offensive players. Nobody's a great. They have good offensive players. Every person that they have, for the most part, the best thing that they do is defense. So if they're not going to defend, then we can just like stop any conversation about the Clippers right now. The one issue they had last year was they never ever became the defensive team that we thought they would be by looking at them on paper. They never became that. So if they still going to play defense the way they played last year, well, then why are we even talking about this team? Offense is whatever. We know they don't have a point guard. They going to, at some points in times, maybe struggle a little bit. But you know how you eliminate these things? By fucking playing defense and not have to play in the half court?
I disagree with that. If you have no, like, I think we saw that in the Denver Nuggets series.
They weren't defending.
No,
if
but
you get
yes, but it's bigger than defense if you can't execute offensively. If you're up, no, stop. Wait a minute, 1 second. If you're up 17, right, that means that the other team idealistically has spotted you anywhere between 5 to 7 possessions. Am I correct or wrong? About 5 to 7, 5 to 8.
Yes.
Right? How is it that your offense can't execute enough to score enough points?
Because you're going up and down like that. You're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
yeah,
down, up,
but
down,
then
up,
you
down,
have
up,
also
down.
your star players shoot terrible percentages as that happens. So to me, their biggest problems were they were running into situations where teams were able to defend them, which meant that Kawhi had to take only mid-range and beyond shots, and PG was relegated to the 3-point line. So
because you playing against a different beast. Because you playing against a set defense the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like if you got them on their heels, and then you look incredible offensively because you down, half of the team still down there, somebody on the ground because he got a shot block. You playing against a set defense all the time. It's very hard to score, especially when you get to the more elite levels and the more elite teams. Everybody's good. Everybody's solid defensively. You playing against a set team the whole time. Like, yes, I agree. If you
so then why is it that the Nuggets' problem was scoring when they played the Lakers?
It was also defense. They couldn't really stop anybody.
I think it was scoring, to be honest. The Lakers' defense was stifling them, and I think their defense started. And I think Jeremy Grant, Paul Millsap, and Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic, as Doc Rivers mentioned in those pressers, rebounding wise and passing wise, was slicing them apart. But in terms of rebounding, he was killing them. Jeremy Grant was killing them on the boards. So was Paul Millsap killing them on the boards. Yes, but also if you got Kawhi Leonard going 2 or whatever, and Paul George going 3 or whatever, like, how are you gonna win
because
that way?
Playing,
that's
again,
offense.
Like I said,
what offensive sets are you running?
It all connects though, bro.
Also,
you know
wait a minute,
why
one
that
second.
happens?
One second. Trez couldn't play because of his conditioning.
Yes.
And Pat Bev couldn't play. That's offense. I'm sorry. That's their offense.
That's defense
offense.
too.
That's offense.
That's also defense too.
When Trez is not defense, Trez is offense, bro.
Yeah, but
18 points a game Trez had could give you on a night out basis didn't make a difference.
Wait. Trez is also a decent help defender. We've seen many times Trez come from the weak side and get a block. Obviously, he's not the best with guarding on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But he was a decent help defender. The help defense we saw from him in the playoffs is not the person that we saw during the season. Also, Pat Bev, the main thing, if you saying Pat Bev and the word offense, something wrong. The first thing we should be talking about Pat Bev is defense.
But that's the problem.
But listen, though, he wasn't even defending at the same level that he was defending throughout the season because he had a calf issue.
Yeah, but you also telling me that he's your starting point guard, and now you're telling me Paul George is going to get relegated to have more of his duties. Then what is the point of having him out there
to guard the other backcourt player, and you basically move him?
You have
again,
2 of the 3 best 15 top 15
no, you
Kawhi
don't.
and PG.
You
yes,
have
you
2
do.
of the best wing defenders. We've seen many times them get destroyed by guards. You
and
have
we've
2
also
of the best
seen them many
wing
times
defenders.
not hit any shots against anybody as well. That's been the problem. You're not up 17 and defense become your problem.
It was defense
How
was the issue.
how do you go into the fourth quarter up 17, but you can't score enough points to not score?
Because,
like literally, G. How does that make sense?
Listen to me.
Come on, man.
Because listen to me.
Come on,
Obviously,
man.
yes, they had to hit some shots. Obviously, they were missing shots. Offense execution could have been better. But you know what helps your offensive execution when you aren't playing against a set defense every time? If literally you taking the fucking ball out the net every time because you can't stop them and they on the damn run, so now you coming and literally you playing against 5 people every time instead of you having some 4-on-2s, you having some 3-on-1s, you having some possession where you playing more in space and more open instead of just playing against the teams. It's very hard to score against team set defense, especially that late in the playoffs. Then you not having a point guard really shines bright because again you in a half court the whole time. So you trying to execute.
How are those issues been solved?
Again, like I said, they have to. Like I said.
No, so like you said, they have not solved them.
Like I said.
So just answer the question. You have not answered the question.
No, look.
You still have not answered the question. Have those issues been solved?
Can you let me? Look, again, you got Luke Kennard.
You gonna answer the question?
Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you. You have Luke Kennard, who, again, last year was 16-4. He can play make a little bit. No, you do not have a dominant ball handling playmaker. No, you do not. But you do have people who you can split time with, handling the ball and making players who are decent in pick and roll. Nick Batum has also basically been a point guard in Charlotte and also in Portland. Kawhi, he's shown he can do it. They're
point
using
guard when Kimba was a point guard.
Yeah.
All right, G.
He was running a lot of point guard,
bro.
He was averaging like fucking 5 assists. They would literally put 5 assists ain't a lot for a damn forward.
G, that mean he.
It's been years Steph Curry ain't averaged 5
to come and help run an offense on a championship winning team.
Literally,
this is my whole problem. They didn't get no help. They did not get no help. There was no help.
It's been years Steph Curry. It's been years Steph Curry barely averaged 6 assists.
G.
5 assists from your fucking wing player is decent.
Number one, that's cap. Number two, Draymond Green at the same point in time
was averaging 7,
more than 6 or 7.
Exactly.
So if you have, Batum ain't never gave you no 6 assists. He was giving you 5.
So listen,
that's not enough playmaking.
If you have guys again, obviously you're not gonna have nobody coming out here averaging 10 assists a game. For the most part, you're not gonna have that. But also, most teams don't win with people averaging 10 assists. The Lakers might have been the first one in forever to win with somebody averaging double-digit assists. It don't happen that much. Because usually, if you average that many assists, that means other people can't set themselves up on themselves.
I'm not upset at that opinion.
So usually that shit don't happen. Literally go back and look. Look at every championship team outside the Lakers.
What championship team you seen with someone, win a championship with someone averaging less than 6 assists?
Somebody will average 6 on here.
No, they're not. You're lying.
Somebody will average 6.
And if it is, it's Lou Will off the bench. No. That does not help anything. They did not get better as a team. They did not address anything. I keep asking you, answer the question. You keep giving me everything but the fucking answer to the question.
My answer to the question
is not an answer.
Because you're talking to me about offense. I'm not really worried about the offense. I'm worried about the defense.
If you got Pat Bev and you solve your point guard distribution issues, you can still have someone to handle the thing on defense.
If these motherfuckers...
Okay, that's my question. If the Clippers would have signed Rondo this year, and Rondo wound up starting at point guard, that wouldn't be a better point guard option for them than Pat Bev?
Sure, but does it fix the defense?
If you still got Pat Bev, what did you lose?
Look, I didn't say you. Hold on, wait.
That's why I said put him on the bench.
Listen. I didn't say you lost anything because again, the Clippers should be a better defensive team than what they were last year. I don't understand why they weren't. The team last year should have been a great defensive unit, but for some fucking reason they wasn't. So no, you don't lose nothing, but if these motherfuckers don't get it through their head, hey, we have to defend because we have no great offensive players. We must defend.
You also must make shots and have someone that
yes,
can
but listen to what I'm saying.
Again,
if you know we are not If we don't have a Chris Paul, but listen, we don't have a Chris Paul, we don't have a LeBron James. You know what we do have? We have arguably the best wing defender ever. And Kawhi, am I wrong? Arguably.
And
we have Paul George.
And
we have Pat Bev. We have Serge Ibaka, who obviously is not his heyday anymore.
Who's your playmaker? Who's your playmaker?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. You keep going back to that, and I feel you. And no, they do not have a dominant playmaker. It's going to be by committee. You have to move the ball around. PG will take some possessions. Kawhi will take some possessions. And it's going to be a team thing as far as moving the ball. No, they do not have one dominant playmaker. But like I said, usually teams with one dominant playmaker usually don't win like that. Usually it's ball moving by committee because, again, if you have one guy who just pounding, that's why Chris Paul ain't won that much. He just pounding the fucking ball away. Getting 10 assists, but everybody else just starts standing there and watching.
Small and a terrible postseason player.
But again, John Wall, why he's only went so far. If one guy pounding the ball away and getting 11, 12 assists, probably mean everybody else is standing there watching as well.
He also got hurt before his duo member became as fully realized.
I mean, yes, I also.
But
agree
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
I just fundamentally don't agree with you on that. But
I
it's
feel
okay.
you,
It's
but
okay.
again, I just think they need. Again, I think yes, play.
I just don't think the Clippers got better, and watching them over the preseason, I've just been honestly just very disappointed. I've been thoroughly disappointed, and I know they're looking good right now versus the Lakers, but I will tell you this. I'm going to cover them as honestly and as unbiased and as subjectively. As objectively as I've always covered these teams when I cover them, including the Los Angeles Sparks. But if you're asking me my subjective opinion, I don't believe that they got any better. I think their team camaraderie got better, but at the same point in time, when they wind up having to trade for a point guard, remember that we had these conversations. Cam Buford been saying it for the past year, and I was like, nah, Cam, they're gonna be good. But if I see you fucking flame out and you can't fucking stop. If I see you fucking flame out and you can't fucking make a play, and your fucking point guard can't make a play, and the guy you got running point guard now can't make a fucking play, and the guy that fucking run mid-range can't make a fucking play, and you tell me the solution is Luke Kennard, and Nicholas Batum, it's not a solution.
People have said this many times. Lying. So look. People have said this many times.
Going to the bathroom.
People have said this. That one right there. People have said this many times. So I'm not the first person to say this. So I'm not at all by any means the first person to say this. But that point guard they have to get. Number one, they also, crazy part about it is, even though they have like all of these bigger wing guys, they still have a very small backcourt. Like Pat Bev, yeah, he's a good defender, but he's also like 5'11", 6 feet. So that guard that you need to get also has to kind of be a bigger guard. It can't just be like, you can't just throw DJ Augustine there who's like 6 feet. Because again, you're still going to get gassed by a lot of the guards that you see. Like a Jamal Murray will still come in there and put on the clinic. A Donovan Mitchell will still come in there and put on the clinic. Maybe you might have something for Devin Booker because you could stick Kawhi and you could stick, Kawhi and PG on them. But thinking off the top of my head, all those smaller guys would still come in there and be able to put on the clinic because, again, they don't really have good guard defenders. Now, if they could figure out a trade, a way to get Lonzo Ball, I think that would be great for them. It would solve some of your point guard issues. Obviously, like Lonzo can run an offense, I think at least, run an offense somewhat good enough to be able to at least set you up in the half court and get people in their right spots. But also, he's an actual guard who can play defense and actually defend his position pretty damn well. I think Lonzo can be one of the best defensive guards in the NBA. I think that would be a great move for them. But yes, everybody's talking about point guard play, and I'm not saying it's not important because I do think point guard play is very important. I just think above point guard play is defense.
How they fix it? Let me listen what I'm saying. Listen, G.
Nah,
they got Luke Kennard. Like,
no,
bro, what, G?
I just think above point guard play, that defense is the issue for this team. Like, they're never going to be a great offensive team because their best players aren't great offensive players.
They were top 10 offense last year.
It was fluky, though.
That's also what we fundamentally disagree. Yeah, they were good on offense. They were fluky on Actually, they were good on offense, fluky on defense.
Exactly. That's
and
the
then
issue.
When they got to the playoffs, they were fluky on offense and fluky on defense.
Listen what I'm saying. I said they would never be a great offensive team. I said good. They were a good offensive team. They have Kawhi. He's a very good offensive player.
If they had a point guard, they could unlock though.
Unlock the swag. Think they would.
The swag unlock.
Because I don't think they would.
All right, but anyways, final words as we get ready to get out of here before tonight's game. Currently the Clippers are up We will probably do this Hoops and Brews sometime later this week. But yeah, man. Final words. What's your final words, man? We did this an hour and 30 minutes. So shout out to y'all, by the way. Y'all watched us off a webcam stream for an hour and 30 minutes, bro. Shout out to y'all.
I also like the surge pickup as my other thing. I like the surge pickup a lot. I think surge really help. I also think surge help with camaraderie in the locker room and help be a leader.
Okay.
You know, I can't see some of the same issues they had last year having this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think Serge can kind of, I don't want to say Kawhi needs somebody to speak for him because he's a grown-ass man, but if you feel what I'm saying when I say speak for Kawhi a little bit.
Not speak for him, just be an ally.
Yeah, be an ally.
Yeah.
Which I think will help in the locker room.
Yeah. I agree as well. I just think that, I mean, looking at the NBA as a whole, I think it's all about factions. And if you build your faction right, then y'all gonna be like the WWE. You gonna be lit for a while. KD and Kyrie built their faction. LeBron and AD and Rich Paul built their faction. And the Clippers built their faction. But the problem was that you wind up having, a D-Generation X guy, on your NWO squad.
People gonna overreact so much to these games.
Yeah. Whoa.
And Zoo is kind of doing what Trez did off the bench last year, by the way, now, on the lowest keys.
Yeah.
So, again, I think they'll be fine. Now, are they a championship team? Again, I still think that the Lakers are the better basketball team, 1 through however many men on the team now. Uh-huh. But there's no reason this can't be the conference finals still. Why can't it be?
What can be the conference finals?
Lakers Clippers. Out like there's who is just hands down better than the Clippers? I don't think anybody. Now you may say they can be beat, sure, but hands down better, no. I'm not saying it.
Nah. I disagree with that. I just think that it's just the Lakers having a lax half. I also think the Lakers are still gonna win this game, by the way.
I don't, but I don't think it matters. Like, it's game 1 of. I don't think the Lakers even give a shit. I just think, Bron, let some of the young guys go. Bron is going to be, obviously he's going to be doing what he's doing, but I don't think you're going to get, obviously, full in steam Bron until, like, April.
Yeah.
So I don't think it matters. They'll win what they win. I don't think, even, we don't know if fans going to be in the stand. I can't imagine they would be. But I don't think, home court advantage means too much anymore.
Check your text.
I don't think home court advantage means too much anymore. So yeah, I don't think it matters. I think they get in, they'll feel comfortable about whatever goes on and whatever they're doing, personally. And that's that.
We'll see, but don't get excited about this first half. When the Lakers win this game, remember I said that. Unless they literally quit, and I don't think they're going to quit.
I'm not getting excited about nothing I'm seeing until, like, March, bro. Guys got to play their way into shape. Like, some guys, season ended in March. Did you really work out the whole time? Did you really sit there and work out the whole time? Mm-hmm. Did you really? 2 months ago, you didn't know when it's like Lou said. Yeah, 2 months ago, we were sitting on the couch, and now we got to play the season. It's going to take some time for some guys. Some guys ain't played basketball in almost a year.
And?
It's going to take some time.
And?
You gotta get your rhythm back.
And?
And even players have been talking about depth perception. Shooting in the bubble ain't like shooting in arenas again. So I'm not getting excited about nothing I'm seeing. I think it's cool. I'm happy basketball is back, but you're not really finna get too many takes out of me until we at least get to like February, March. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
We'll see. Anyways, I'm ready to watch the games. Stop talking. Y'all can stop hearing me talk. But yeah, man, it's been Hoops and Brews. Happy hour NBA opening webcam special. Sorry, we left the camera and all that, but yeah, man, that's been it. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I get up with y'all later. Until then, as always, stay fresh like you got a contract.